The negotiation between the federal government and the abductors of no fewer than 68 Abuja Kaduna train passengers may have deadlocked following the insistence of the gunmen on the release of their commanders in exchange for the abductees. Thank you very much for joining us. This is Serious Matters on ONIF TV. My name is Olukule Abraham. Well. Not too interesting the news here, as the Punch gathered that the gang insisted on the wild swap of their men in custody with the passengers kidnapped during an attack on the train at Katari, Kaduna on March 28. Our correspondent learns that the federal government is seeking foreign assistance and technical expertise to resolve the impasse. It's not getting, because if since March we've had these people kidnapped and they've been in the bandits custody since then. We also learned that one of the women who was pregnant then was was delivered of a baby, and though we don't know what the position of the mother is because they only showed the baby, they didn't show us the mother. Presently, as of yesterday, we understand that they released a pregnant woman on compassion ground. A pregnant woman was released on compassion ground while they're still holding on to others. I've said this before, except we do not want to do something about it. But to say that we cannot, there is nothing to do, that's not correct. We were in this country when, Americans came to secure the release of one of the citizens, one citizen who was kidnapped. And they did that successfully, and they left. They did that successfully without that person being killed. They were able to rescue that fellow. So, you see, let's not pretend that we know what we don't know. Let's not pretend that we have the powers that we do not have. Let's not pretend that we can do what we cannot do. If you need assistance, then do call for assistance. All we want is that these people are being released. And if your negotiations are not, and on no ground should any country negotiate with terrorists or bandits or criminals, whatever you want to call them, on no ground, you are sure that they will return. They will come back again. You can't settle them now. They will come back again. They will come back again. So very, very important. We need to, I think, but then just like somebody said that whenever, decisions like this are being taken, it's not supposed to be in the media, as it were. It simply tells them on that side what the plans are. But the point is, recently, we have some soldiers in a convoy of a senior officer being killed. They were ambushed. Somebody informed them. So I think one of the things that need to be done is to clean up the system and expose the bad eggs. And they are known. They are not unknown persons. They are not unknown persons. At least a few days ago, a young man was a counselor in a northern state was arrested with an AK-47 who was going to deliver the gun to bandits. It was given to him by somebody. He was going to deliver to somebody. So if we're able to use these links, add 1 + 1, we'll get to the bottom of this thing. Our forest is not uncombable with technology. Our forest is not uncombable. Our forest is not uncombable. Well, about 8 persons were killed and 26 others injured. Just an update, a retouch of what happened on March 28th. Very sad that when gunmen bombed the rail track and fired gunshots at the Kaduna-bound train. So far, the gunmen had released 3 hostages, including the managing director of the Bank of Agriculture, Awan Hassan Sadiq, son of the Ango Abdullahi, convener of the Northern Elders Forum, and a pregnant woman who breathed air of freedom on Saturday. A woman was reported to have delivered a baby girl in the camp of the kidnappers believed to be affiliated with the Boko Haram terrorist group. A security source privy to the negotiation said the negotiation has literally broken down. The bandits or terrorists are still insisting on swapping their commanders in custody with the abducted passengers. The government is seeking foreign assistance to resolve the deadlock. Foreign assistance to resolve the deadlock. Security experts said the decision to seek foreign assistance was in order, noting that the United States, the United Kingdom, and other Western countries have the expertise to assist the country. They have the expertise, human expertise, the equipment, and everything. They have all it. They have everything. They have everything. There's nothing wrong. It is foolishness. It is stupidity that will make you to suffer in silence when there is help at your disposal. There is help at your disposal. You are not calling for aid. You are unnecessarily proud. Please, let's not waste people's lives because we are just unnecessarily proud. May God help also. Meanwhile, the United States has again insisted that the military must conform to the Arms Export Control Act and the Foreign Assistance Act and other international norms in the deployment and the use of the Super Tucano in the country. The US government stated that the AECA applies to the sales of military hardware to all its allies and partners. It therefore cautioned against the use of the Super Tucano in areas that encroached on traditional law enforcement roles. The U.S. Embassy response to an inquiry by the Punch, credit to the Punch, on whether the military can deploy the aircraft against bandits in the northwest region that have been designated terrorists by the FG, following an order by Justice Taiwo of the Federal High Court, Abuja, on November 25, 2021, stated, "We recognize the multiple security challenges confronting Nigeria and appreciate the ongoing deliberations of the judiciary, the government, and the military to address insecurity while respecting human rights. We are pleased that the Nigerian Air Force has used the A-29 Super Tucano successfully against the Boko Haram and Islamic State in the West African sect. The sale of the A-29 Super Tucano is governed by the U.S. Arms Export Control Act, the Foreign Assistance Act, and other applicable statuses, and their use must conform with international norms as articulated in the United Nations Charter. The AECA applies to sales of all of our allies and partners and is generally cautions against uses that encroach on traditional laws and enforcement rules. We are proud to partner with the government of Nigeria towards shared goals." And so, I'll just leave the platform for you so that you can drop your comment, make them simple, and say, well, let's see what you have to say with these developments. How far will this take us? Thank you very much for joining us, and please do have the best of the day.